Hi everyone! This week we are focusing on self-compassion and how we can practice it. Practicing self-compassion is no different than showing compassion to others. With that being said, just take a moment to think. If your loved one or friend is suffering, how would you comfort them? What would you say or do? When everything feels like it's going wrong, it's very normal for us to blame ourselves and be very self-critical. But this isn't really helpful or helping us feel any better. If anything, it makes us feel worse than we already do. By practicing self-compassion, we're allowing ourselves to recognize that we're suffering and ultimately reduce our anxiety by being kind to ourselves. There are many different ways to practice self-compassion, and this week we're going to practice it through 3 fun activities. The first activity will be writing a self-compassion letter to yourself. In the handouts folder, you'll find a blank handout that says self-compassion letter at the top. We've also added a self-compassion letter prompts handout for you to follow as a guideline when writing a letter to yourself. In this letter, you're going to be showing yourself the same compassion that you would show to your friends or loved ones. Why not try to treat yourself the same way you treat a good friend? Once you've completed the letter, keep it somewhere accessible to you. This way, when you need a gentle reminder to practice self-compassion, you can always go back and read this letter in the future. The second activity is a self-esteem journal. You can find this handout in the folder as well. Try your best to take time each day to fill it out. I think there's about 3 per section or per day, so it should take a few minutes. And by doing this, you'll be practicing positive self-talk and compassion throughout the week. I'm also going to link a great website by Dr. Kristen Neff below with other self-esteem exercises that you can try. Lastly, Kyle will be doing a very fun clay activity with you this week. Kyle made a video explaining the activity, so hope you'll enjoy it. You can let me know how these activities went for you when I check in later this week. Bye for now.
Hello, my name is Kyle, and I'm going to try and do a workshop of making a turtle out of clay. So as you can see, I have this ball of clay here, and so I'm just going to walk through the steps of what it would be like to participate in a workshop. Would want to learn how to make a turtle. So I'm going to try my best. So usually what I do is I start with a ball of clay, usually in the shape of a ball, and I will get everybody to roll it around and make it a little bit soft, and that is always the first step. And then from there, then usually what will happen is people will be instructed to separate the ball into 2, and then from there we will take one of those balls, and just by flattening it, we will kind of make like a pancake, and this will be the larger part, so the back shell of the turtle. And when you're done, you'll have something that kind of looks like this. So it will be a bit larger, and what I usually do when instructing how to make a turtle is there's actually like a little curved part here and a curved part at the other end. So I hope that's noticeable, but what it does is it kind of makes like more of a shell shape for the turtle. So once you have your big shell, then you'll use the other ball of clay and you will flatten that as well. And once that happens, you will have a smaller kind of pancake, and you can also curve it as well. And the idea is that one will be the top of the turtle and the other one will be the bottom, the belly part. So usually what will happen is you will get people to, when you put it together, you can kind of see the body of the turtle, just like that. And the next step is to remove, so put the top shell away for now, and usually there will be some more clay, and what I usually will get people to do will be to take this and to separate it and actually physically rip some of it off so that you have the big ball of clay and you have the little one. And the idea is to get 6 of these about this size. So when you're done, you'll have try and show this as best as I can, but you'll try to have at least 6 of these smaller balls that you'll break apart, and from there we're gonna make the rest of our turtle. So usually what I'll do is take 2 of those really tiny balls that we just made, and the idea is for turtles we can make either a leg, or we can do fins for a sea turtle. So today I'm going to be just showing what it'd be like to make a sea turtle. And so with one of these 6 little balls, what I usually do is I would flatten them, and just as I'm flattening them, I want it to be like a fin sort of shape, so you can kind of see it's a little bit curved, so it looks like the fin of a sea turtle, just like that. And once you have it, you'll take the belly of your turtle. So this is the larger shell, so the shell part of the turtle, and this is the belly. So you'll take the belly and you will take your fin, and what I usually do is, if you can see, this is the inside of the belly, and you just take one flipper and just put it here, and so it's kind of like sticking out, and it's sort of like starting from the inside of the belly of the turtle and going out. You'll have that fin, and you will make another one and you will put it here. So by the end of it, you'll have these 2 fins. So from this side, here's one fin and here's another fin of the turtle. And so 4 of these balls will be used to make 4 fins. So I've used 4 of the balls, which means that I have 2 left. And at the end of it, you should have 1 fin, 2 fin, 3 fin, and 4 fin. So these will be the flippers of the sea turtle. And so then the last step to do would be to take another ball, and you just simply roll it so that it has a little point on it, and I'll just show it on the camera. So it kind of looks like that, and this is just like the tail of the turtle, if it had one. So the tail would then go on. Usually what I do is I get people to pick a side that they want, so usually the tail would go down here like this, for example. And then the other side would be, you would take the last ball, so this will be the 6th piece, and you would kind of roll it, and this will be our head. So very quickly, where you kind of see, like, I've simply rolled it a little bit, and I just want to pinch it so that it kind of goes 2 ways. So you can see there's the 1 and there's the 2, and once you make that, you can kind of push it down, and it gives kind of like a turtle shaped head on it. And once you take that with the belly and the fin of the turtle, you want to put this on the opposite end of where the tail is. So the tail is here, the 2 fins, the other 2 fins, and then the head. And so with our ball of clay, we've been able to separate it into different pieces, and we've been able to make up different parts of the turtle, everything from the fins to the belly to the top shell and the head and the tail. And that's really, like, for me, that's the basic part to make a turtle. And so the object here is not to do anything fancy, but just to show people using the workshop is that they could make anything out of clay just by figuring out how to separate each segment into what is the head of the creature, the tail of the creature, if it has any legs, and to really break it down into its basic parts and then try to reconstruct it that way. So that's what we did with this turtle. And then the final step is we attach the shell to the body just like that. And once we see it looks more like a turtle, and people can play around with the fins. and we see the little head there and the little tail. So that's our turtle, just a very basic one again. And then usually what I would do in the workshop is people will have extra time because this doesn't take a whole lot, less than half an hour of the workshop is being spent with. They could use toothpicks or pens or pencil crayons or pencils or anything like that that has a sharp end, and they can design the rest of their turtle so they can make more detailed body and kind of make like different squares. They can design their shell however they want to. Most people will put like squiggly lines and different designs on it, like triangles and stuff. And some people will put eyes on the head of their turtle. So once it gets to that point, it's really very creative and pretty much up to the person designing however they want their turtle to be. But yeah, that's just one basic workshop that I just wanted to present to you. But I just wanted to give you an idea kind of what that looks like. Yeah, let me know what you think. And thank you, and bye.